Okay, we are up to box number 12, and we're starting right out with a spectacular set by Marilyn Henry. This would have been a self-published, very limited edition set that she did in 1994. And this would have been a precursor to the one she did for my publishing company of Marilyn Monroe, which was the officially licensed book. I believe the dolls and clothes are all different here in this set, so that was a nice find. And then we move into the dimple triplets, kind of a hardboard stand-up doll set with cutout clothes. Oh, little bunny on her muff there. And now we have a newspaper clipping of a Danish artist from 1991. This has some paper doll outfits in it. And this is I don't even think this is a Dover book. This is a Dover book, though. This is reproduction of some of the Tuck paper dolls from late 1800s. This looks like some paper doll wrapping paper. Here's some black and white paper dolls by Jim Farone from 1987. And many paper doll artists were doing black and white line art during the 80s and selling copies of them because color copying was just not really an option at that time. And Sylvia was definitely collecting paper dolls during the 80s. She was early on that scene. Now here is an auction catalog for Pat Stahl's collection, her doll collection. Interesting. She was a paper doll artist and collector, and people from those early days would have known her from conventions. Joanna Anderton. Oh, this is an announcement for the Lowe convention. Lowe was one of the prime paper doll publishing companies in the early part of the 20th century. And in 1982, I wonder if Sylvia got to attend that. A lot of these things I'm just going to be bundling together for a big bargain bundle. Maybe not this one, though. I think this one I'll have to sell separately. It looks like an original art by Betty Rollins. Oh, Betty Rollins. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look through my camera here, and that's Scarlet, of course, and then a pop-up backdrop for her. Wow, hand-colored. That's what it says, hand-colored in 1988. And then here's one of Sylvia's from 1996, because we're getting into a time when you can access color copiers. Of course, Sandy covered just about any topic imaginable. Oh, here's the cover of that envelope. Here's one of the very first Paper Doll Review magazine issues from, this is fall 1993. The magazine started in 1992, so this would have been maybe the 4th issue or so. Even though, fortunately, Marilyn changed from this volume 1 to just simply numbering them. Okay, this is a Jim Farone, Jean Mansfield, and a black and white set by Marilyn. Oh, from 1971. How about that? Well, Sylvia was a tremendous fan of just music, especially organ music, and early Hollywood. So this would have been a fun thing for her in her collection, Alice Faye. And a songbook. There's something of Charlotte Watley. This would have appeared in Contemporary Doll Collector, I think is the magazine here. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there it is, Contemporary Doll Collector. Oh, the price is realized on some of these dolls that were sold. Oh, lovely. I'm not sure if I can find a date on this. Victorian Wedding. Oh, Betty Rollins, 1984. Some nice line art. Oh, McDonald's must be Happy Meal box with, it's a paper doll. It's an actual paper doll because you can see the tabs here. As usual, keep an eye on my website, paperdollreview.com, as I have time to list things. And I don't know that I ever mention it in my description, but I am Jenny Taliadoris, and I'm the editor of Paper Doll Review magazine and publisher of books from Paper Studio Press, and also through Paper Doll Review, our sister company. And I truly couldn't do a thing without all the artists, writers, and other contributors who are all a part of making everything happen that we're able to put out. Oh, Norma Lumian, nice. John Axe. For the most part, Sylvia's boxes of things are truly a jumble of stuff. So you just never know what you're going to find. Oh, this is a paper doll of me that my mother did back in 1989. Oh my goodness, this is quite a find. This is something that Bruce did in 1995. Must have been for the convention at that time. I don't know off the top of my head where that was, but wow. I'm going to set this aside because we have a sci-fi style theme coming up for the magazine, and that will be a good one to show. Oh, here's the Trina Robbins fashions through the ages. Oh, I'll see if I can get that open for you later to have a look at. Okay, here's one of the books Marilyn did for my publishing company. Esther Williams. I had a really nice exchange with her husband when we were working on this book. He has ties to Maine, so he especially liked working with my company. And then I have been in touch with her daughter since then, who last I heard was selling the Esther Williams line of swimsuits. It's a reproduction book from Shackman. Just give you a little example of that. This is a full-size color copy. This would have been from Jean Maiden of this Soldiers and Sailors Dance Party. And this out of the way since it's all sealed up. And if I can get this out of here quick enough, I will give you a look. Okay. I've never seen this. There's the dolls. I don't think I have anyway. It doesn't look familiar. It's curious that the dolls are printed front and back with a kind of a gray version on the back compared to the front. This is apparently Merle Oberon with a doll with the head is very much out of proportion. And I am not seeing any identification of who did this. No clue. This is a Joanna Anderton. Oops, I'm sorry. Joanna Anderton paper doll. Probably appeared in a doll magazine. Some black and whites by Judy Johnson from the early 90s, looks like. Here's one by Sylvia. Oh, here's this Sweet Hopper Family by Kathy Lawrence. Kathy is the daughter of Queen Holden, who illustrated many, many paper doll books in the 30s and 40s. I think everybody should have this book in their collection. I do, of course. I love it so much. Here's a very early 1983 black and white set by Deanna Williams. She was, oh gosh, she was a teacher of maybe social studies, history. I don't remember, but she definitely would delve into all manner of subjects from all over the world and find ways of depicting them as paper dolls. So it's neat to see this early set of hers. I don't know if she would have used this in her classroom or she just did it for her fellow paper doll artists. And then she provides information about all of the items shown in her set. One of Brenda's many iterations of Cinderella. Also by Brenda. Ooh, a dress of like newspaper, magazine pieces. Oh my gosh, that's really neat. Runway model from 1995. I would presume she referenced actual fashions of that time, fashion magazines. She has them identified. is still Brenda. Oh, wow. 70s. That sure looks like Cher was her inspiration for that model. This is another set by Brenda. This must go with the previous one we looked at as fashions through the decades. Put that in order. Oh, Ralph's coloring book of Marie Antoinette. He said that he just made up all of these costumes, his own designs, I believe. Oh, no, no, I'm wrong. That was a different set. These are Adrian designs in the Marie Antoinette movie starring Norma Shearer. And those gowns are spectacular. Even though that movie is in black and white, it's worth watching just for the costumes. They really are spectacular. Brenda, morning fashions, using her detailed line work to achieve all of these looks. Oh, and here is Brenda's paper doll book of antique dolls. This is a Dover book. Sylvia was also an antique doll collector, so she would have enjoyed paper dolls of dolls and drew many of them herself. I don't know what this is here. I think that's a handwritten note, so I'm going to leave that aside. And now we've got one of Donald Hendricks' volumes. Anything that has to do with cooking or baking is something I especially like to collect. Oh, okay, this is Fred Keller. So many of you know Jane Keller, that would be her husband, and Valerie Keller is their daughter. She just co-hosted our event in Philadelphia. I think these just got stuck in there. So her dad was, he worked in the arts. Was he a printer, graphic designer? I should know this, but I don't remember. But he would come to the paper doll events, and this is one of the paper dolls he did. So that's neat. Okay. Here was the paper doll convention, I believe, in Detroit. So this would have been a souvenir by Joe Golembieski. And I think we saw another one of these earlier in this pile. Kim Brecklin did a lot of paper dolls based on different eras in history. I'm not going to open that one. Sylvia was always sketching or printing things out. She probably went through a lot of toner. Old price list. Deanna Williams things. Deanna Williams old price list. And another Brenda. And Brenda goes to prom in 1978. And this is the last one, so let's go ahead and have a look at well, this is not prom in the 70s. This is a punk girl in 93. So apparently this is a jumble of things in this envelope. Wow. So just check in with paperdollreview.com. I have a section called sales, special offers, and vintage where you'll find these things. And you're welcome to reach out to me if you see something in here that you would like at info@paperdollreview.com. And thank you for hanging out with me.